Today we're going over the Tempest Trials accompanying the 2025 Bridal Banner, score the maximum 50,000 points to earn up to 42 orbs, 11,000 feathers, and 80 sacred coins. You can get Ephemeral 5 divine codes and 1 Astral Blessing from Mythic Elm. For Sacred Seals we have Speed and Defense Clash and Flow Refresh. The reward unit for this month is Bridal Lana. You can earn a 4-star and 5-star copy. We'll talk about Lana more later on. Let's go over the new Sacred Seals first. Speed and Defense Clash 3 states, if unit or foe initiates combat after moving, grant bonus speed and defense equal to X plus 5. X is the number of spaces moved by whoever initiated combat with a max of 3 spaces. This means Clash 3 can grant up to +8 to 2 stats. It's been a bit since the last Clash Seal, but these are excellent stat boosters. They work on either phase, and you'll need to move 1 space to activate the effects. Generally not that hard to do. Clash will work better on more mobile units like Cavaliers. It does count warping though for spaces moved. Funnily, Speed and Defense Clash as a skill was only ever on young Eliwood. We just got an Ephemeral combat manual of him as well. Next, Flow Refresh 3 is a new skill line turned Sacred Seal. If unit initiates combat, neutralize effects that prevent the user's follow-up attacks and restore 10 HP after combat. Flow skills are usable by Sword, Lance, Axe Cavaliers, and Flyers. It is a player phase skill that grants offense and no follow-up. This means if you outspeed the enemy, you're guaranteed to double. Flow Refresh offers healing as well after initiating. That's not going to help you in the actual fight to survive, but if you do, then you can heal back up for round 2 later. Do note this is not the full follow-up effect, meaning enemies with quick riposte skills will double if they're not killed. Luckily, there are more defensive tools nowadays that could benefit from some healing. Haze Slice plus Excel is a very nice combo with percent DR and flat DR. If you want to make a very simple build, you could run Flow Refresh with something like Near Trace B skills. You could also use it with Winter Water Sweep to avoid counterattacks while still doubling. All in all, an interesting addition to the Sacred Seals. Offense and follow-up is good, but there are more ways to get it now. Additionally, many units have been using free follow-ups to simulate offense and follow-up. The new Fafnir does this, for example. It can work, but if the enemy has defense and follow-up and a follow-up does not effect, then that game plan will fail. If you are a faster unit, you typically just would rather want the actual no follow-up effect. Not from the Tempest Trials, we have a Sacred Seal of Squad Ace CP3. This is from the 94th Squad Assault. This seal grants +5 HP and +3 speed and defense. Super simple flat stat booster. This is another variant of Squad Ace BV and CF. If you want a third copy, this is it.
I am Lana. I am honored to be a part of this festival, and in such a lovely dress. I worry over you, so I will stay by your side.
The reward unit for this year's Bridal Tempest Trials is Lana. She's a newcomer to Fae and will be our second ever free-to-play flying healer. Super rare class type. For stats, Lana has 40 HP, 47 attack, 41 speed, 24 defense, and 31 resistance. She has super boons for attack, speed, and defense. Lana's got some excellent base attack with slightly lower speed. Still usable, but Lana does put more of her stats into defense and res, which may or may not be that helpful. Generally speaking, you don't really want your healer to be taking hits. Lana's weapon is the Bouquet Baton Plus. This inheritable staff is similar to Bridal Tina's Tome from the banner. For allies within 3 rows or columns, grant +5 attack and speed in combat and neutralize their stat debuffs. For the user, if they're initiating or near an ally, they get +5 total stats, neutralize debuffs, and last they deal true damage. This is going to be equal to the number of allies within 3 rows or 3 columns, times 5. If you have 3 allies in that range, you get a max +15 true damage. Bouquet Baton Plus is a very nice inheritable staff. Unlike Tina's Tome, this weapon will neutralize stat debuffs instead of neutralizing the enemy's field buffs. The other aspects are the same though. For healers, having support staffs that don't require fighting is good. Lana can sit in the back and provide some stat support. If she does want to get into a fight, Lana can get 15 true damage. You need to have 3 allies somewhat lined up with Lana, but this is a fairly easy to meet requirement. Compared to some of the other recent inheritable staffs, the Seaside Parasol Plus / Sunlight Staff also boosts attack and speed with a lot of res debuffs. It's not true damage, but -16 res is still decent. As for Arcane Charmer, it's got Slang and Breath type cooldown. You can't really beat that if you want to activate the offensive healer specials. Those can provide some other support effects, so Charmer is still a great pick. Regardless, Bouquet Baton is definitely good. You can very easily build into the support buffing aspect, and it's got a little true damage spice. The rest of Lana's kit is not bad. She has the ranged heal physic and Windfire Bomb, grants +4 attack and speed to the team. That's going to stack with Bouquet Baton's in-combat buffing. Now for attack and speed form 3, it's not new, but the recent Sway and Tidings healer skills built out of form, Lana can upgrade directly. The most interesting skill from Lana is Speed and Res Rain 3. -4 debuffs to foes within 2 spaces. It is possible to debuff foes for teammates with rain, but you gotta be very close. Lana can at least use the debuffing for her own combat. This is the first time Speed and Res Rain is on a non-5-star unit. It's very nice to have it since it upgrades into Hold, Crux, and assuming we get more of them, Hold Guide. Sadly, Lana can't use Hold Guide herself. Either way, more new skills in the free-to-play pool never hurts. If you want to merge up Lana, she gets +1 HP, Speed, and Res for the Neutral Nature. That's fine, but you got super boons for attack, speed, and defense. Obviously, Lana would probably go with attack and speed to up her own offensive potential. In terms of free-to-play competition, Crusader Scion Nana is the only other flying healer. She is a little old, but Nana is quite fast. Flying healers are rare, but there is one seasonal 4-star focus option. Summer Show has some incredible offensive stats. She is definitely still the winner for best attack and speed spread. If we include Dragonflowers, Nana's got good speed, but you can see Lana just has way more attack. 9 more attack, 3 less speed. Lara Show is a beast offensively, and all 3 of these flying healers aren't exactly tanking material. If you wanted some of the more other recent free-to-play healers, we got 3 infantry ones with Pendreo, Yulia, and Sol. Pendreo has got superior resistance. Yulia and Sol are quite fast with serviceable attack. Not listed, but slightly older is Cornelia and young Lucius. Those 2 are high-tech and res healers with unique weapons. We do not really get free-to-play healers with their own weapons, so those 2 are interesting. Everyone else will be sharing inheritable weapons. Unless you rather use Nana, Bridal Lana is a super rare flying healer. She has excellent attack with okay speed. We can definitely work with it since Lana's defense and res aren't exactly special. Thanks to the Wrathful Staff Secret Seal, we can get Wrathful and Dazzling Staff on a budget that will allow Lana to initiate safely if you don't run into Nosy Disrupt, and should do full damage. Attack and Speed 4 and Speed and Res Rain give more offensive stats, and assuming Lana has allies in range, you can also get 15 true damage from Bouquet Baton. You can opt for more attack and speed skills like Catcher Solo. Those aren't as restrictive as Form. If you want a fun offensive B skill, there is a Bridal Lana Ephemeral Common Manual with attack and res Far Trace. Lana can get Kanto for free if you don't really have any other users. If you want to play into the buffing aspects of Bouquet Baton, you can instead use skills like attack and speed Gap, opening buffs, odd or even wave buffs, tactic buffs, home buffs, etc. Something like Chill Speed with speed opening can help your fastest ally win those speed battles, and Bouquet Baton can add more attack and speed with debuff neutralization. For mobility, Lana has the entire flyer catalog, so aerobatics or flyer formation for self-warping, air orders or ground orders to give a warp status, and of course the guidance skills to bring allies to Lana. Lots of mixing and matching options on the table. If you want, there are some very premium healer builds out right now. If you like Bouquet Baton, Legendary Sakura has a great kit to inherit. She can upgrade Physic into Ice Lock, and Holy Pressure is the gravity applying special. Sway, Attack, and Speed is the Wrathful Staff A skill, so you just go with the Dazzling Staff for Fine and Bouquet Baton. Last, you got Call to Serve. When Lana uses Ice Lock, she will give a low status to her allies. With Bouquet Baton, now they ignore debuffs and neutralize the enemy's field boss. Call to Serve can also give 15 true damage if there are 3 allies with that low status active. Basically, it's a super synergistic kit for Bouquet Baton, and Lana can get Wrathful and Dazzling Staff with 30 true damage potentially. If you want to upgrade Rain, you could use Speed and Res Crux. That can give Lana a free follow-up. It's not offensive in a follow-up, but we'll take it. The main issue with Bouquet Baton is cooldown if you want to activate the healer specials. Holy Pressure, for example, applies AoE Gravity, which can be super annoying. If you rather have that utility, Arcane Charmer is the best. It has Slang and Breath type cooldown, a double with no enemy guard effects will charge and proc those 3 cooldown specials. There are many other options you can run with this weapon. One build can be Tidings for a Dazzling Staff, and then Far Resound for Kanto plus Resonance. It's very premium, but both skills in one is really good, and Lana can use a Squad A seal to hit 45 HP. 50% DR piercing on the healer is pretty funny. If you don't want to go that hard, Bridal Tina can give Speed and Res Far Trace 4. You can use those Kanto skills with Shadow Shift or Smite. Lana can just use Push or reposition allies all over the place. Kanto can benefit her if you have warping skills like Soaring Echo. Fire mobility is just a great aspect for a supportive healer. For some other skills, Catch 4 is fine for stats, Dazzling Shift for Poetic Justice are still good. Lana could use Mastery for Kanto too, but that only occurs if she attacks. To get into attack range though, you could use something like Air Orders 4. That could give +6 field buffs, charge, and regular warping. It's pretty good for the Bouquet Baton, but that only works with flying allies. For a more general buffing skill, Lana can use Oddspeed Wave 4. There are many ways you can go about building Lana. We have got some nice support skills to stack with Bouquet Baton, but Lana can go for a full combative build if you wish. do consider taking advantage of her flying status with all those flyer mobility skills. This is definitely one of the better Tempest Trials. Both Sacred Seals are good, though Flow Refresh is a little more specialized if you really want offense and a follow-up. As for Bridal Lana, she is a super rare flying healer. Her base attack is great and her speed's okay. She's not super fast, but we can make it work, especially since Lana isn't really going to be taking hits anyway. Bouquet Baton is an excellent inheritable staff. Backline support is good, plus Lana can bring in fly mobility skills with her. There are some super premium healer skills released this year, but if you can get them, then Lana can make some strong builds. Sway and Tidings open up that B slot while retaining the classic Dazzling and Wrathful Staff combo. Legendary Sakura's Kid's very interesting if you want to use that Bouquet Baton. Call to Serve works really well with that staff. That'll be it for this video. Go get those rewards for the Tempest Trials and have fun with Lana. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.